Nurturing. Why are some F45 gyms collapsing? F45 started in Sydney with just one gym in 2012 and quickly became one of the fastest growing fitness franchises in the world. The brand attracted celebrity backers like investor and actor Martin Buckley. It had a promising debut on the New York Stock Exchange in 2021 with a $1 billion valuation. The franchise's success they have been and the model, people at any level of fitness can come in do the workout. We've been fiscally conservative since 2013, having never had a profitable quarter. But the good time didn't last. The founder and Chris has stepped down as CEO after the brand missing profit forecast. The share prices plunged more than 90%, but the company insists it's still an OG success story. We are in 60 countries around the world, 2,000 franchises and counting, but I focus firmly on ensuring that our franchises on the ground are adequately supported. We recently taken steps to raise a substantial amount of capital, $103 million to ensure that we continue to deliver on our innovation pipelines, and we're very excited about. In Australia, the F45 brand dominates listings for gym liquidation and businesses for sale. Almost 10% of its 500 franchises are on the market. Several are considering offers, while the lowest ask price is $49,000. 9 F45s have collapsed into liquidation since last July. The company has approached its maturity in the market, with a number of other players entering the market. This industry analysis says F45 is also losing market share to budget gyms. The rising cost of living makes it prohibitive for many customers to afford premium price gym, as F45 pricing currently sits on average at $65 per week. This is one of many competitors mostly in a group fitness market. Dan Dabo sold his 3 F45 gyms in 2019 to start his own chain. We are very, very grateful for the lessons we learned, but for us it's about, creating a product that allowed us to expand, but also allowed us to innovate. Mr. Vega had sold 30 franchises, including 2 in the US. But does he want to be as big as F45? Not exactly. That would be more a saturation model where the more than often, essentially the more than they would run. Franchise law expert Jenny Barkin says in the case of 45, rapid expansion potentially increased competition among franchisees, and at risk is small business owners who bought into the brand. So people may not look really very carefully and critically into the model. They might say, well, they are everywhere, they must be good, and I want to be part of it. Trade reporting from Credit Watch says that also recreation, which includes gyms, is the third most at risk sector as rates rise and people cut back on spending. And in an increasingly competitive market, only the fitness will survive. There are substitutes, so people can choose to work out at home or go for a run, and that's the biggest issue we have with gym at the moment. Adding to where 45s was, multiple US law firms say they are considering legal action on behalf of US investors over the stock price plunge. I'm David Beckham. I'm excited to join the F45 family. Supports including David Beckham's are suing the firm for 50 million US dollars, alleging their own money for promoting the brand. We are getting on the job. We're firmly focused on those things we are with our control. F45 fitness empire that some fear may have bulked up too much. Want more? F45 started in Sydney with just one gym in 2012 and quickly became one of the fastest growing fitness franchises in the world. The brand attracted celebrity backers like investor and actor Mark Wahlberg. It has a promising debut on the New York Stock Exchanges in 2021 with a 1.4 billion US dollar valuation. The franchisees, the success they're having, and the model will help know people in the level of fitness can come in to work out. We've been fiscally conservative since 2013, having never had an unprofitable quarter, but the good time didn't last. Founder Adam Gilchrist has stepped down as CEO after the brand missed the profit forecasts, as share prices plunged more than 19%. For the company insists it's still an OT success story. We are in 60 countries around the world, 2,000 franchises and counting, but our focus firmly on ensuring that our franchises on ground are adequately supported. We are recently taking steps to raise a substantial amount of capital, $103 million to ensure that deliver on our patient pipeline out of. In Australia, as F45 brands dominates listing for gym liquidations and businesses for sale. Almost 10% of its 500 franchises are on the market. Several are considering offers. What lowest asking price is $49,000. 9 F45s have collapsed into liquidation since last July. The company has approached its maturity in the market, with a number of other players entering the market. This industry analysis says F45 is also losing market share to budget gyms. The rising cost of living makes it prohibitive for many customers to afford premier price gyms, as F45 pricing currently sits on average at $65 per week. This is one of the many competitors, mostly in the group fitness market. Dan Battle sold his 3 F45 gyms in 2019 to start his own chain. We are very regretful for the lessons we are about, creating a product that allowed us to expand but also allowed us to innovate. Mr. Babo has sold 30 franchises, including 2 in the US. But does he want to be as big as F45? Not exactly. That would be more than saturation model where the model they essentially more than woodland. Franchise law expert Jenny Barker says in the case of 45, rapid expansion potentially increased competition among franchisees, and the risk is the small business owner who bought into the brand. So people may not look really very carefully and critically at the model. They might say, well, they are everywhere, they must be good, and I want to be part of it. Credit reporting from Credit Watch says our answer recreation, which includes gyms, is the third most at-risk sector as rates rise and people cut back on spending. And in an increasingly competitive market, only the fitness will survive. There are substitutes for it, so people can choose to work out at home or go for a run, and that's sort of the biggest issue we have with the gym at the moment. Adding to where 45s was, multiple U.S. law firms say they are considering legal action on behalf of the U.S. investors over the stock price plunge. I'm David Birkin. I'm excited to join the F45 family. Sportsmen including David Beckham are suing the firm for $50 million US, alleging their own money for promoting the brand. We are getting on with the job. We are firmly focused on those things we are without control. F45 fitness empire that some people may have built up too much.